about that delay. But at any rate, I'm having problems with my internet connection. But anyway, let me hurry up and get through with this before my internet go gets weak again. Well, this is my math curriculum for two children, a ninth grader and a seventh grader. Um, I had a variety of different math curriculums, so I let the kids because I'm going through the process of purging or getting rid of a curriculum because I have access, have too much of it, and so I was getting overwhelmed, and I think they were too. So I laid out all the math curriculum that I had on the table, and I was like, okay, I want you guys to go through on the table and I want you to pick what appeals to you in math because math is one of those subjects that it adds a lot of stress sometimes. If you have that situation at your homeschool, then you know what I'm talking about. So you basically beating your head against the wall trying to figure out what will work for your kids' unique learning style. So that's where I am at right now. So I had a lot of great things and stuff like that, and you know how much I love Learn Math Fast program system anyway. So that was gonna be in our repertoire for math anyway. I have the complete series, so we will be using that as well, but I let them have some freedom in picking exactly which curriculum they want to use. So my son actually picked the Learn Math Fast system after he looked through on everything else because he liked the simplicity of it. He likes that it gets really down to the point. He don't have all this extra flip and fluff stuff that's going on. He can just get right to the bones of the work. So he picked the Learn Math Fast series. I'm gonna start him all the way in the beginning, which means he's gonna be on the fast track with Learn Math Fast. I'm not gonna stop him as long as he mastered the information. He's gonna go on, which he's gonna go through it pretty quick with volume one because he knows that stuff. But I just wanted to build his confidence. So we're gonna start over and start with level one. And then he's gonna also do level two during the school year as well. And possibly volume three, which is pre-algebra if he gets through one and two within the school year. Um, for fun, he's going to do pixel art. It focuses on art with pictures and stuff like that. I thought that'd be a nice little fun downtime thing that he can do. And for those moments when they need extra help is with math and I'm trying to explain it to them and they really just don't get the way that I'm explaining, I actually have help. I can't afford to go out and get a math tutor, but I have tried many different math programs, and out of every DVD program that I have ever tried, um I tried these as well. This is my top pick for curriculum. The way that he explains everything, he's very thorough, and then you can also fast forward, rewind, and take it to whatever part you want to do. Well, anyway, it goes through first and second, seventh grade math too. It's like 7 hours in this course, and it's 2 discs long, and it covers everything from adding and subtracting to remainders, dividing fractions, all the way up to ratio and proportions. And then this one, I haven't tried this, but I bought this from eBay. I got a really good price on it. And it's by the same company. It's the Basic Math Word Problem Tutor. So I'm going to be working with him on that, and also my daughter going to use this as well. But this is his course along with Learn Math Fast and for fun, the pixel art from Thinking Tree. And this is just a quick little reference book that they can go back and get reference on what he can. Together they would do off and on the secrets of mental math. They already started this together because I tested it a little bit. They really like it. My son was doing that mental math like crazy in his head. I was so shocked too because this is not a really easy program. It's a college professor that teaches this, and so he's grasped the information very, very well. And it's the great course. They have all kind of different subjects. So, and my daughter, she more of a pencil paper type of gal. Like you give her something to write out, she can get it, but she's still working on her mental math. My son is really, really good at it, mental math, but he's not a paper pencil type of guy. So he can do it in his head all day long, but then sometimes writing it down with all the steps, it's a problem. But anyway, they're both opposites, as you can see. But they both can get the job done in different ways. Now, let's get to my daughter, ninth grade. Being that my daughter, I know in ninth grade, most kids start with Algebra 1. However, I didn't feel that my daughter was necessarily ready for Algebra 1 yet. I feel like she will be. And I feel like if during the school year, if I see where this is way, way, way too easy for her, then I probably would put her in Algebra 1 and just make a little note to my home school association. But I wanted her to not feel rushed and all the pressure, because I know math is her weaker subject. Now, this is what she picked. We are not, let me be clear that we are not using the CDs that goes with this program. We're only using the textbook and the answer key book. Although I do have this CD-ROM, or whatever you want to call it, the DVD to go with it. My kids prefer not to use it because the format in which you have to input the information, it goes in backwards. She said I need to order a copy of the Thinking Tree for next year. Teaching textbooks, not Thinking Tree, teaching textbook. Yeah, so this is what my daughter will be using. Now, I let her pick out what she wanted to use, and this is what she will be using. And then we will also reference Learn Math Fast, because I absolutely love the way Joe breaks down everything. So if she runs into a problem with this one, I would just simply pull out my volume 3 of Learn Math Fast and let her go over the explanation of why this is the case, because Joe explained this real, real well. But we're going to work through this for the entire year, or however long it takes her to get it. We're going to try to complete. Once she masters something, I'm not going to keep making her do the same thing over and over. If she masters a certain concept, I'm just going to let her go on and to something else, and then test her later to see has she completely mastered it. She's going to have Algebra on the go for her reference just to look into, and you can get these. I bought all of these used, except the Learn Math Fast and the Thinking Tree. I bought them new but on sale. Now, she will be. Yeah, Barbara, I know, doing every problem. I got that little note from you when we talked that I'm not, if she masters it, I'm not gonna make her keep doing it over and over and over and over, because that's a pretty thick book. And that's the joy of being a homeschooler, that you don't have to do that once you master it. What's the use of keep doing something over and over and over? Once you master it, you need to get to a concept that you haven't mastered yet and focus on that more. Now this, she's going to be using this as like just like a brain break kind of thing. Now, technically, when you look at the description for this on Thinking Tree, it's geared towards, I think, grades 4th and 5th grade, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. But I'm not using it for that aspect. The reason why I'm doing this, I'm doing it for more of a fun thing than a structured thing. Because this doesn't teach algebra, but however, it does have algebra kind of concepts where the child has to put whatever number, excuse me, whatever number that they want in the box, and you're solving for X, Y, Z, and then you get the answer. The same concepts is within algebra and pre-algebra. You're solving for a letter, or you're solving for a certain thing. And so I thought, well, I'm going to tie this in for her algebra, just for a fun little brain break that she can do. And she can see how simple it is to come up with her own problems, excuse me, and gravitate towards making higher, more difficult problems within all the 4 basic stages of math, which is adding, subtracting, multiplication, and division. So this is just more like a fun little brain break for her. And also, when we get to a point where I don't remember, because algebra, pre-algebra, that is not my thing, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you it is. However, you can't run no sucker around me when it comes down to basic math and basic concepts with fractions and with basic fractions and all that different stuff like that. Because, I mean, I can do that in my head all day long in my sleep. But when you start getting into this algebra and pre-algebra and pre-algebra is not that hard, but algebra and the high level geometry, oh boy, I can do it, but I can't always explain it to them in a way that they can understand it, if you know what I'm saying. 'Cause they're like, "Mom, you're too complicated. You're too, just simplify." I'm like, I thought it was simple. So for that, with that being said, that's why I brought the math tutor, pre-algebra. And like I told you before, I really like this man. He has a unique way, not necessarily unique way, but he is a very good, thorough teacher. He doesn't have like a overwhelming voice that's scary or intimidating. He comes from a very subtle way format, and you can tell he actually loves math. So, and he's very, very patient. So the way he teaches is almost like he's in the room with you. So, and I have sat through many of the classes with my children when they did this one, and my son is gonna be still going back through this again. So my daughter, when she need that extra help, I have pre-algebra tutor, and also I have the math tutor fractions through algebra. So I'm going to stop her when it start getting more into algebra 1, and I'm going to save that when she take that the following school year. But at any rate, this is what we're going to be using. And if possible, her friend is taking pre-algebra too, another homeschooler. And if they can probably like get together sometime and do stuff together. So I just basically want to come and just show you guys what we're doing for math, what curriculum that we're using, what my children picked. My son picked Learn Math Fast. My daughter picked just the textbook from pre-algebra teaching textbooks. These two I picked for them because I had these in the house and I saw how these could be easy little brain breaks for them. And when Isaiah saw this one, he did like it because it talks about games and all this other stuff like that. So, and how the pixel art works and how it explains how it uses math and different stuff like that. So he's going to be using that. If my daughter wants to use this as well, I have another copy just in case she wants to use it. And that's about it. And we're going to be using this mental math. I am actually loving this mental math. It's teaching the kids how to break down math, like large problems in their head. And it's so good. I even tried it and it worked for me. So if you're thinking that, oh, I'm too old or I don't think I can think that good. Well, I felt like that too because I've been out of school a good little while. I need to get one of those books. Yeah, well, it's not just a book, Barbara. It's a book with DVD. It's a book and DVD. See, I just got this. What happened? I lost my DVD to go with this, and so I ended up rebuying it when it was on sale. I think I spent $20 for it because this is probably like a $60 or $80 course. I spent $20 for it just so I can get the DVD again. And then I end up finding the book. I haven't found the DVD yet, but if I do, I'll let you know. But for now, I just rebought it so I can have the DVD. That man, the man that's on this tape, oh my goodness, he's a college professor, and he's basically teaching you how to do all these big, large math problems in your head and how not to have math stress. And in the video, his attitude is so infectious. You can tell this man lives, eats, and breathes math. He loves it. Even when he's talking, he's so excited. When he's talking, you're like, wow, he's that excited about math. I mean, he's just so excited. And his the way that he does mental math, he has a person. It's like in a classroom setting, but not a regular traditional classroom setting. It's more like a meeting kind of thing where you have adults inside the classroom, inside the room, and he's like standing in front of them talking and stuff like that. And he has a man in the left corner that has a calculator, and they're gonna be calling out these problems to him, and he's gonna be doing it in his head, and he's actually gonna be faster than he's going to give the answer before the man can even type the answer in a calculator. And I'm like, how in the world is this man doing this? I kid you not. After he taught the process, my son was doing that stuff just like that, faster than a calculator, shocked the mess out of me. So I said, let me go ahead and try to do this too. I even could do it. My daughter started doing it. as well, but my son was like right on it. She had to get like some paper and pencil at first because I think she just felt anxiety or stress from it. And at first, because she's like apprehensive when it comes to math anyway. But after she relaxed, and my son was like, listen, this is so simple. Only thing you need to do, Tajay, is do this, that, this, and that, and this and that. He teaching her. And next thing I know, she calling out the answers. So I'm like, wow, I love this. But the reason why I love this as well, I love this because it teaches the mental math and show you how easy it is to do it. And he's really, really good at anybody can do it, young or old. I like this because he breaks down the problem step by step and explains to you why this is such. And if you're a parent that's been out of school long, or math was not your subject when you was in school, you just barely made it through, or you were just an average student and you just can't remember all the steps. You can remember how to do it, but you can't remember how to explain it in such a way that your child gets the information, but then he can do it for you. That's because he's really, really good. I haven't used the printable aspect of the DVD, because with all the DVDs you can actually go to the website and print off printables. I haven't used that, but I just have a simple one subject notebook when we do this, and we sit there and we watch it and we do it together, teaching me some stuff too. For a long time I didn't understand certain stuff, and between this DVD and Learn Math Fast, I learned how to do a lot of stuff that I didn't quite have even when I was in school. So it's really, really good. If he don't, we can hold off because he don't have to take pre-algebra right now. He's only in the 7th grade. But I mean, I'm not gonna hold him back if that's what he's capable of doing. I'm just gonna let him go ahead and do it. But we're gonna be working in and out on this other stuff. But just to give you this an eye view of what we're doing in Lakeshore Academy, what we're doing and what the kids like. So this is what we're doing. So I'm gonna get off and hopefully be able to get back on because my internet's kind of shaky. It drops a lot. And show you what my daughter gonna be doing for 9th grade. Next year she's gonna be taking government and economics. So I'm gonna show you what books she's using, and some little things that I pieced together to go with her government and economics course. I'm thinking about ordering 2 more books, but I'm not certain yet. I'm really trying my best not to spend any more money. So I'm trying to use what I have. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I hope so. I hope I can do a next session because this internet girl is acting up. But at any rate, I'm getting ready to click off. I'm really trying real, real hard to get all these subjects that we're doing out so you guys can see them and give you some ideas, or maybe if you're using a program or something or haven't heard of it, maybe you can get it while these things are on sale. So this is Tina from Lakeshore Academy, just showing you the inside of my 9th grader and my 7th graders math curriculum for next year. You guys have a great day. Bye.